Okay, this is cause numbers 22-39100 and 22-39101. Are you Letitia Tebow? Mm-hmm. And Ms. Tebow is currently on probation for failure to comply with sex offender registration in each of these cases.
Right away, we're dealing with one of the strictest obligations in the justice system, sex offender registration. Missing a single report isn't just a slip-up, it's treated as a serious violation. And this judge, he's making sure every detail lines up.
I looked this up. I think there may be, and Ms. Simon's here, this update report says 2 10-year adjudicated probations, but it was a 2-year term.
It was 2 over 5.
2 TDC over 5, correct?
Right.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, that was an error.
Okay, just making sure. And so Ms. Tebow was previously here, entered pleas of true to counts 2 and 4 in the motion to revoke probation. And I've received the updated pre-sentence report. Have you all received that updated report?
Yes.
State has to.
Any additions or corrections to that other than the one that I already made?
None from the state.
Nothing but that.
And there was no agreement. Is there any evidence with regard to the other counts, Mr. Hoffpower?
Any new failed to register.
No. I don't know. She pled true to counts 2 and 4, so there's obviously some other counts. Do you have any witnesses or evidence with regard to those other counts?
We're going to full abandon those counts. We'll just proceed on 2 and 4.
Okay.
Other than I call my probation officer, but I like her opinion.
Okay, so I guess there was an arrest in
It's in Florida.
Palatka, Florida. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me. Okay, so count 1. Why don't you have any evidence with regard to count 1?
Here comes the probation officer. This is where things usually get real. If you were the judge, would you trust her word over the defendant's excuses? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
If your probation officer's here.
We can call him. I'm sorry. Apologize.
Ma'am, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. You may proceed.
Please take the name for me.
Sarah Simon.
I'm a son of you, the probation officer, Simon, Ms. Tebow.
I am.
Okay, and how long have you been supervision officer?
1.5 years.
Okay, and throughout the time that you've been a probation officer, has you complied with the terms of her condition? Either one of the cases.
Speak up, please. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, she has not.
She's not.
Yeah, okay, in what instances does she not comply?
Tebow has had consistent reporting habits. She was not paid towards her SSPs. She's actually continuing.
Was she allowed, first of all, was she allowed through her probation in Texas to venture out of the state and be in Florida?
She did not.
Okay, she wasn't allowed?
She was not allowed.
Is she allowed through her reporting as a sex offender to move or go to another state and have no probation? Is she allowed to leave the state?
No, without.
She pled true to that.
Okay.
Count 1 is that she has not reported since January 27th of 2025.
Is that true, ma'am?
That is true.
Intermittently, or she is fully, she's been called absconder?
She is absconded.
Okay, since that day?
Yes. Or 90 days after that comes in January, she becomes.
She been absconder. Okay, and since she reported since the time on which she was arrested?
She has not reported.
Have you spoken to her at the jail?
At the jail.
All right, did she give a reason for why she didn't report?
She did not.
At this time, I'll pass it on to you.
Okay, I also would like to know, Ms. Simon, were you able to confirm in any way the arrest? Obviously, she's going to say she didn't do it, and that's okay, but if she was actually just, whether an arrest happened in Florida?
Yes, I did obtain an arrest report from Florida.
PC, okay. But do you have a problem cause, or you have a full offense?
The full offense.
Okay, for what crime was she arrested for?
There's 2, I think one was petite theft and then obstruction by disguise first.
Okay. Was all the same incident?
Yes.
What date did that occur, according to the law?
June 29th, 2025.
And were both those committed?
Objection as far as committed, Your Honor. I don't object to her listing evidence as far as an arrest. But
An
as far
arrest.
as the actual commission, it would violate a right to refer across.
Did the allegation occur?
Yeah, the arrest.
The arrest occurred while she was on probation.
Kelly, this just did something again.
Case.
Correct.
So, let's connect the dots. She goes to probation in January, then pops up in Florida by June, under arrest. That's not just bad timing, that's a pattern. And courts see patterns as red flags.
And those haven't been resolved here yet.
Not now.
May I proceed, Your Honor?
Yes.
She initially failed to report in January, is that right, of 2025?
That was the last face-to-face contact I had.
January 2025. Then arrest, June 29th of 2025.
Yes.
So February, March, April, May, June, 5 failures to report. And she went into absconder status March of 2025?
Would be April.
April.
Like 90 days after.
90, so April 2025, she became an absconder. 2 months after that, she was arrested in Florida, is that right?
Right.
So you were aware she was in Florida, which when were you made aware that she was in custody in
I
Florida?
received a phone call from somebody that let me know that she was arrested and in jail in Florida. And then that's when I received this arrest report.
So when did there was an MTRP entered into NCIC, I guess, after April? Was there an MTRP, and that's why Florida advised you there was an active warrant for her then?
There was an active warrant for the MTRP. She was arrested for these.
Right, and that warrant popped up in June in Florida.
Correct.
So from June 29th to today, she's been in custody, is that right? So
I
she
didn't try to
couldn't
open
report
anything,
it
it just started doing stuff
to
on its
probation
own.
department. She's in custody from June 29th to today because she's locked up.
I don't care.
That's not her fault that she didn't report because she's in custody, correct? So she can't report.
Correct.
As far as supervising her, she has reported, you say inconsistently, but that means she has reported some, correct?
Correct.
During the times that she has reported, have you been able to interact with her appropriately? She maintain proper demeanor, that type of thing?
She was, yes, but she was consistently late. I had to reschedule her several different times to get her into the office.
Have you had any other difficulties with her as far as just maybe perhaps being late or scheduling, as far as your actual interactions with her? Does she maintain appropriate demeanor, acted appropriately with you?
Yes.
Would you object to continuing the supervision?
I would.
Why is that?
My personal opinion, I don't think it's too close to her probation as a priority. She has been on probation, I think, since 2022 and has made no progress in regards to her fees. She did some community service, and that's about it.
When you say progress, how do you measure progress on probation?
Satisfying her court order conditions.
And how has she fallen short other than the reporting and fees and community service?
If she committed.
So is this correct hold on a second, hold on. Is in the updated report, it states that since she was granted supervision, has reported 6 times for scheduled office visits. Is that a correct number? Okay. 6 times since 2022.
I have another question, Your Honor.
Let's let Mr. Kimler finish.
This isn't her first rodeo. Probation violations stack up like a credit score in reverse. The more you fail, the harder it gets to convince a judge you deserve another chance.
If she were to be extended, which the court has the power to do, I mean, you would continue to supervise her, right? Or would you have a problem with supervising her?
I would work with her this.
See any indication of the need for some type of mental health referral or anything of that nature? I mean, I understand she's only reported 6 times, as the judge indicated. You see kind of programs or other things that probation could do for her, maybe perhaps to get her on the right track?
I think the only other option would be the cognitive check of ISM.
Pass witness.
Your Honor, is this the first time that we've been here on these two cases for a motion to revoke? There was another time back in 2024 in which we had a hearing similar to this, not me, especially as the attorney, but she was brought in on a motion to revoke, and her probation was amended, and she was given 30 days in JCC, and she was continued, and she was added to the mental health case.
The high medium case, but she didn't report enough to be transferred over to the high medium case.
So this is not even the first time that we've been here on this, on similar allegations. That was a year in 2024, we did the same deal. Is that correct?
I might follow up on that. I believe in the previous NTRP, she had a motion, again, a motion to revoke. She had federal charges, is that right?
Correct.
The NTRP was filed after she received the federal charges,
I believe so, yes.
and she was housed in the cell unit. Were you supervising her then?
Oh, it's not.
Do you know if the detainer was placed on her for that NTRP while she was in federal custody?
I did not.
Did she actually do federal time while she was on probation for this case?
That is why the NTLB was dismissed.
So she received, I think, about a year sentence in the court for misprision of felony. Is that consistent with what she did?
1 year federal probation.
Prison, she was locked up, right?
She got probation.
She had 1 year federal probation.
Probation, okay, for misprision? Or you don't know? What the offense was?
I thought it was a possession.
Okay. Anyway, she received a year of federal probation, so she was not revoked and was allowed to serve the probation she concurrently.
Here's the twist. She actually finished federal probation without issues. So the big question, why could she follow the rules federally, but not locally? Is this about ability or motivation?
Correct.
So during the period that she was on federal probation for that year, do you know if she was reporting to a federal probation officer with any issues with the federal probation you're aware of?
According to Ms. Tito, she successfully completed her federal probation.
And that was at the same time that she was on probation with Jackson County.
Correct.
Was she reporting to you during that time period as well? What was her reporting record in Jefferson County during that period? I guess it was probably back in 2024.
Well, she's reported 6 whole times so obviously it wasn't great even when it was then.
But she was being supervised at least during that period federally, was able to successfully complete that probation, correct? Does that indicate to you that perhaps she could successfully complete Jefferson County probation if she's sufficiently motivated?
She has the ability to, but whether or not she has the motivation or the...
And there it is, the judge questioning why probation was even on the table to begin with. This could swing from leniency to lockup in seconds. If you were on the bench, what would you decide?
want to do so.
Pass one, Your Honor.
All right, any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Ms. Simon. Any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
I would defer to Ms. Teagle, Your Honor. She wanted to address the court. I think she has written to the court, and that letter's incorporated in the PSI.
I received it and read it.